Hi, Dennis here at Cappel Training and Shoeing. Cindy and I would like to take this time here on the beginning, this first day of 2024, to sincerely thank you all for all your involvement with us here at Cappel Training and Shoeing. And we tell you that we're especially looking forward to you joining with us in 2024. And I'd like for you all to stand with me today and make a decision that 2024 is going to be the best year we've ever had, that you've ever had. That's what I'm talking about, is you all. I know that those of you that are watching this video are avid learners and you really want to improve your relationship with your horse. And I'd like to just take today and talk to you a little bit about how you can do that and how you can know without a shadow of a doubt that it's going to come to pass. So when we talk about making some kind of a change, you know, the only place that we can do anything at all to change, and that is what's going on inside here, what's going on inside here, what our thoughts are, you know, and our thoughts are going to carry us one way or the other. You know, they're either going to help us to be, to reach what we want to reach this year, or they'll keep us from it. And so whenever a negative thought comes in, a thought of doubt or something like that, let's stand together and agree from this moment today that if a thought like that comes in our mind, that we're not going to take a hold of it. We're going to let it pass on by. And then we're going to reach for a better thought. We're going to reach for the idea that we really can do whatever we choose to do. And believe that. If we make a habit of choosing those kind of thoughts, and we intentionally focus on only the best thoughts about everybody around us, the best thoughts about ourselves, the best thoughts about our horse, the best thoughts about the neighborhood we live in, you know, everything, our finances, our health, you know, all of this stuff is really the same. You know, it's a matter of how we view it. And how we view it is, first of all, in our mind. And that's why I always talk about that clear mental picture. Well, where is that clear mental picture? It's in our mind. Maxwell Maltz, he coined it the best of anybody I've ever heard. He called it the theater in our mind. And when you think about the experience that you have when you go to a movie and watch it in the theater versus watching it at home on TV, it's a completely different experience. You've got that sound that surrounds you. How about those times when it gets real quiet and it shuts off? You can't even chew your popcorn because you're afraid your neighbor will hear you. Then it starts back up, and you know it gives you the experience. It is an experience of being in that picture itself. You're not just sitting there watching. You get to experience it. Well, that's what that image in our mind really is. It is a theater, and it creates our self-image. But we have to make a decision to feed that self-image with only uplifting, positive things, and only talk about the results that we want to see out in the future. And when we do that, then it's kind of a reverse effect. The theater in our mind will project out. It's like Maxwell Maltz also said that theater in our mind, our self-image, is really the blueprint of our life. And when you think about it in terms of blueprint, you know, this house started with a thought somebody had, then it was put on paper onto a blueprint, and then the carpenters come in and read the blueprint, and they then created the house off of the blueprint. So if our self-image is the blueprint of our life, join with me and make that decision that we're going to make our life this year in 2024 the best life that we've had, the best experience that we've had in anything that we choose to do. And I think you might find it helpful too with that when you talk about 2024, talk about it as if it's already happened. You know, visit it from the end, you know, and see it as you want it to be. not like you think it might possibly, but see it only as you want it to be. And then practice that thought. Practice thought turns into a habit. And habitual thinking, habitually focusing on positive thinking will develop into a character and develop you to be known as a person with a brilliant attitude. You know, a person that everybody looks forward to seeing you show up. You're going to come there and you're going to develop the character of having a brilliant attitude. And a byproduct of having a brilliant attitude is that it gives you serenity. What is serenity? Serenity is a state of being calm, peaceful, and untroubled. And what one of us doesn't want to be calm, peaceful, and untroubled? And if we can on purpose make a decision today that we're only going to choose positive thoughts about our life and whatever that we want to accomplish this coming year, it's going to come to pass. Because the habit of thinking that way will take over, and it will lift us up, and it'll position us so that we are in the right position to see the people we need to see, you know, whoever we need to be around, so that the thing that we want to come to be will come to be. It's not about us efforting and doing a bunch of sit-ups and push-ups and that kind of effort. It might involve some of that, but we're going to first become what we want to see happen. You know, we're human beings, we're not human doings. What does that mean? Well, what I've come to realize through the horses is that, and I always talk about that clear mental picture, but that picture has become me. So now when I'm working around the horse, I don't think about, you know, it's not something that I have to effort. It's not something I have to do. I know exactly what I want those horses to look like, act like, and to do all the time. And if they're doing what I want, that tells me what to do. If they're not doing what I want, that tells me what to do. It tells me when to do it. I get good timing because I hold fast to that clear mental picture. So, if you'll join me and decide today, really it ultimately comes down to a decision. We're going to decide that 2024 is going to be the best year we've ever had, all of us. And let's make that decision, stick by it, encourage one another, but most importantly, encourage yourself. So, I'm looking forward to our experiences in 2024. Glad to have you join with us. Please continue to share our videos and things with your friends. That helps grow this audience. And the more people that we can get involved, it's like having a hold of those positive thoughts. The bigger it gets, the more fun we can have. So I thank you very much for past year, and I look especially forward to this coming year. Thank you.